Okay guys, so what I've got here is a little rig with a pole for me to do some painting on. I've been shaking up this paint. You can see it's a gloss white for plastic. Basically shaking it up for a couple minutes, and now I'm going to give this a light coat. This is the one, I believe, that I did the sanding of the primer on. So let's kind of see how this works. It says I need to do this, and then it'll take 15 minutes for it to dry to the touch, and then I should do it after an hour. I'm going to try sanding it after an hour with some 2000 grit to see how much that smooths it out. Trying to get all the angles. It's looking pretty good. And then I'll probably do a second coat, maybe in the morning. It says to recoat, this says to recoat within 24 hours or after 7 days. And I don't want to do it after 7 days, so I'll probably do it within 24 hours. I think the morning will be easiest. So, looks pretty good. Just in some of those little nooks and crannies. Okay. And then I'm going to do the other one, same way. So next up, you can see here we've got it all painted. And this has been wet sanded a little bit. It might need a little bit more, but I'm going to do another coat of paint, so I'm going to leave this one like it is and at least do the next step. Next step is to kind of polish it. So I've got two things here. These are both Turtle Wax brand, but they don't have to be, I suppose. Rubbing compound and polishing compound. And basically the process is the same for both of these, so I'm just going to demo one of them. You take a paper towel, a folded up piece of paper towel, and then the rubbing compound, which is this red color. And you need to moisten the paper towel. One easy way I found to do that is to basically give it a couple of sprays with a spray bottle, so it's just barely wet. Kind of squeeze that in, and then you take it and you get a little bit of the rubbing compound on there. That. And then you take your foot or whatever it is, and it may be hard to pick up on this, but there's actually, I can see quite a bit of variation in it in the finish. It's not the shiniest thing. It's pretty shiny, but you basically rub it in like that. And you can see it kind of, it's really getting pushed into the paper towel, not the plastic here. You can see it kind of wears out, so let me get a little more and take that, and basically you do this and you rub on it for a while. Until the paper towel is kind of soaked. It's going to take quite a bit. And you can see I'm not really doing the whole foot right now. I'm just going to do part of it. And you need to do this for basically several minutes in each little spot. It's going to seem like you are doing this way too much, but trust me, you will need all that you can get. And then I'm going to save this paper towel to do another section, but demonstrate how you take it off. You can get another paper towel. You can take it off when it's with the dry, but it seems like it comes off easier with the wet. The nice thing about this red color is that it's a lot easier to tell where you've actually, like if you've gotten it all, where you're actually getting it all off of. And that was like maybe half as much as you should do in each section. You could do 2, 3, 4 times that much in every little section, which is going to seem like a lot. But trust me, oh yeah. So now if I look at this, it's probably, again, hard to pick up, but that is actually a lot shinier in that little section. It's probably hard to tell. And so that was the rubbing compound. So you do the entire thing with the rubbing compound, which in this case is this kind of red turtle wax stuff. And then after you've done the entire foot and gotten it all cleaned up, it'll be shinier. Then you go back with the polishing compound, which is a finer like polish. And so it'll take it to a even shinier level. I've done this a lot on the other foot already, and I can definitely tell the difference where I did it. And you can really feel it too. Like it's going to be hard, like it's not going to translate real well, but like I feel this and it looks shiny, but I can feel just a little bit of, you know, roughness. It's just not perfectly smooth. And then here it is just so much smoother in comparison. And so you want to try to get it in every little nook, and you just got to rub for several minutes in each area. Gordon said 10 minutes, and in each section. That sounds like a lot, but I wouldn't doubt that he actually did that to get his mirror finish. And so the more you do, the better it'll look. I'm gonna work on this now for quite a while on both feet. I've already spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours on the other foot, and I'm not quite done. And so I'm gonna spend probably at least 2 hours per foot, you know, while watching TV, basically just polishing these feet with these compounds and wiping it off, and then moving on to the next section and over and over. And then I'll be able to show you what that looks like. I'm going to take pictures, and we'll kind of see how that goes. And then we'll go on to the second coat, and we'll do the entire process again, at least the white painting, wet sanding, and polishing again. So it'll have a nice thick coat of paint, and it should be really smooth, because the second coat goes onto this very smooth coat, and then we'll polish it, and so it'll be doubly smooth. It'll look really good, but I can definitely tell the difference between those. This looks like each thing that I do makes it look really smooth, and then I would do a little bit more work, and it's like, wow, that's even smoother. So I can definitely tell the difference, and I'm sure you will too. And we'll see how much it pays off in the next video.